There are few barriers, not only one, but in the Israeli situation we have two huge barriers. One is the budget. The Israeli system of special education law, not only for autism, but for all people with special education needs, is based on law that was established at 1988. So it was a long time ago. So now, after 2 decades of the law, we now are going to change the law in a more modern looking at the special education rights. So we see after 2 decades of implementation of the special education law that the most budget to children with special needs is in the special education kindergarten and special education schools. So the program is the least restrictive environment. There is a committee that refers children to, either at full inclusion or at special education classes or in special education kindergartens and in school. The more segregative environment, the more budget you receive the school. So of course, there are less children are going to the inclusive education because there is not enough budget at the regular school. And of course, the teacher are most qualified to do with special education needs, especially children with autism. So just 2 weeks ago, the Israel Ministry of Education decided to put on a new special education law and to reverse the system of budgeting the law. So what they intend to do, that not a special committee will place the children in the schools or in the kindergarten, but the parent will decide in which kind of education he wants his child to go. And the more modern decision is that the budget will go with the child. No more more budget to special education placement, but even if the child is go to a regular class, he will receive the same budget, no placement. So it will be very interesting. I think that it's problematic because to put on such a modern budgeting program, it's very expensive. And only a country like Israel, it's a small country, but even though we need extra 2 million shekels, it's like $20 million extra to put on such a program. So it's very challenging. I don't know how it will go. So far, it was the law was amended on the first stage. We have 3 more stages, but the Ministry of Education declared that they will go with it. So it will be very interesting. So I came here. I was here 2 years ago. I spoke about this challenge, and now I can tell the audience that we are 1 stage further. The other barrier is to teach the regular teachers to use this budget, because it's not enough to have money. Sometimes you have the money and you don't know how to use it usefully. So the regular teacher in the regular environment have to learn about special education, especially about the high-functioning autism. In the Israeli full inclusion, the child is referred to a regular class. So he learns there with other 35 children. He has to understand what the teacher teach him, and there are special aids that helps him to be included. But it's not enough, because the special budget that he received, maybe extra 10 hours a week at maximum, it isn't enough. The teacher has to know how to deal with him, how to refer to him, to know what are the main barriers of autism. So if the regular teacher don't know special education, it will not help even you reach the budget. So it's a more heavier obstacle than even the budget that we don't have at this stage.